lot of foul shit. Like behind the scenes, he would do some foul shit, like hating on, like doing things with people I done business with that he done business with. He would say shit that I was like, he said that to you?
Right.
I was like, yeah, so all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and niggas don't know what they like till they see somebody with it. So they want the girls after you're done with them and shit.
He would do a lot of foul, __, like behind the scenes, he would do some foul, __, like hating on, like doing things with people I done business with that he done business with. He would say, __, that I like he said that to you, right? I like, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, __. Don't know what they like till they see somebody with it. So they want the girls after you done with them and __, all right. So before things get real, let's rewind a bit. For a while, this whole Diddy verse 50 Cent thing felt like regular trolling. 50 throwing shots on Instagram, making jokes about Diddy's parties, his business moves, even hinting at shady stuff behind the scenes. But back then, Diddy barely responded. He stayed quiet. But through all that, Diddy played it cool. That's what made this sudden shift so shocking. Because when someone who's usually all smiles and silent suddenly turns aggressive, that's not random. That means something changed. Something triggered him. And whatever it is, it clearly hit a nerve. Now Diddy's not just clapping back. He's calling in lawyers, making threats, and trying to get powerful people involved. But wait, what exactly pushed Diddy over the edge? And what's 50 holding that has Diddy acting like this? Let's break it all down. I haven't had issues with Puff. I don't like him like that. Like I don't like things that he would do, right? And make me uncomfort. So, we speaking on Diddy. We speaking on Puff. Yeah. Okay. But I don't have that thing where I like, well, we ain't had no thing. I wasn't sending nothing at him big. If it was on the street side like that, we would be actively doing things to each other, right? And we wasn't doing that, right? So it gets to J. Definitely not that. That's definitely not, it's just being competitive. You know what I mean? So I look at, I go, whoa. So I always go into what would I do in a situation like this, like when that type of thing happens, like, and I'm going, I don't know. I hope things are all right for him internally. Speaking on, I mean it at the crib, because in the statement they mentioned his daughter. His daughter, would you know, being old enough to, because she about 13. Right? So, it's the same age as his kids. Right after Diddy dodged that RICO case, things got weird real fast. 50 Cent, who's been watching every move Diddy makes, suddenly gets a message from a random burner account. Just one line, tell Curtis I ain't done yet. Now, at first glance, it could have just been a fan trying to stir the pot. But here's where it gets wild. That account had been completely inactive for months. 0 posts, 0 comments. Then just hours after the court ruling, boom, that one line, super targeted, not a general rant, not a meme. It was personal and direct. And here's the kicker. Insiders say that account is tied to someone very close to Diddy, a ghost account that's been used before for low-key surveillance and quiet clapbacks. So no, this wasn't just some bored troll scrolling through Instagram. This felt calculated. Now, I know what you're thinking. Couldn't that be just some random internet troll? Sure, that'd be the easy explanation. But the timing, the wording, the silence before the post, it all screams one thing. That was Diddy. And not Diddy the mogul. Not Diddy the party guy. Diddy the man who just beat serious federal charges and now wants revenge. And if you think Diddy just woke up and decided to come for 50, oh no, this beef's been marinating for years. This feud didn't start last week. 50's been on Diddy's neck since the early 2010s. The shots have been non-stop. Remember when he posted that old pic of Diddy and his bodyguard on a jet ski? He captioned it, "You know there ain't no seat on that bike, right?" Straight up mocking Diddy's intentions. And that wasn't even the only time. He's called Diddy Fluffy, Puff, Brother Love, you name it. But it wasn't just name-calling. On The Breakfast Club, 50 even questioned Diddy's orientation out loud. Not once, multiple times, always hinting that there's something more going on behind those mansion walls and exclusive parties. And here's the thing, these weren't just playful digs. 50 was planting seeds, slowly building a picture of Diddy as someone with a lot to hide. He didn't just want laughs. He wanted people thinking. And that's exactly what happened. Diddy didn't respond. He let it slide, kept it quiet. But behind the scenes, that silence was just pressure building. But all these jabs were just appetizers. The main course that documentary 50 is about to drop. So here's where it gets serious. 50 is producing a full-blown documentary called Did He Do It? One person who was always anti-DY and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent, and it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. This isn't just another YouTube video. This is being positioned like a full investigative takedown, and 50 is promising real receipts, text messages, testimonies, timeline stuff that wasn't even shown in court, things the public hasn't seen yet. He told Variety, "It's not just focused on Cassie's case. He's reaching back decades, touching on everything from the infamous freak-off parties to blackmail allegations to how Diddy allegedly used fear and manipulation to keep his empire untouchable. And let's be real, Diddy isn't scared of internet gossip, but this could reshape his legacy." Now, some of y'all might say, "Come on, how serious could this be?" All right, consider this. This is one of Diddy's former assistants under oath. Testified that Diddy once said he'd rather pull a gun than argue back and forth. And he said that right after mentioning 50 Cent. That's not a joke. That's someone showing how far they'd go to keep control. So now the picture's getting clearer. 50's been slowly exposing him for years. Diddy's been sitting on that anger. Now with the doc looming, he's finally reacting. And not with words, but with threats, burner accounts, and power plays. So now we got a doc in the works, a history of threats, and a fresh message from a burner account. But hold up, let's talk about that one witness who confirmed it all. Testimony from a former Diddy employee may help nail him on a RICO charge. Capricorn Clark, who worked for Combs between 2012 and 2020 in various capacities, testified as a government witness today. She told the court that there was one day where Gomez banged on her apartment door with a gun in his hand and demanded that she come with him because we are going to kill Kid Cudi. She later testified that Combs also told her not to talk to police. So picture this. Capricorn Clark, a respected industry exec, steps into an elevator with Diddy and Chris Lighty. Normal day, right? Not even close. Diddy's clearly heated. Not about business, not about music. He's mad about 50 Cent. The tension's thick. And then out of nowhere, Diddy says it. "I don't like the back and forth. I like guns." Let that sink in. This isn't a studio argument. This isn't a tweet. This is a closed space. Just three people. And Diddy decides that's the time to talk about guns. Not hypothetically, not in passing, but in response to 50 Cent's usual trolling. Y'all imagine being in that elevator. The silence, the tension, the cold vibe, and this man casually talking about guns like it's brunch plans. Now, here's the thing. Capricorn Clark wasn't just shocked by what Diddy said. She confirmed he had a gun on him. That's next level. And this wasn't some random rumor. She said this during legal testimony. She was under oath. That adds weight. That means it's more than just industry gossip. It's a serious allegation tied directly to Diddy's mindset. So now we've got a real moment, an elevator, a loaded comment, and possibly a loaded weapon. And all because of 50 Cent's trolling. That's the kind of energy Diddy's been holding inside for years. And if this is what happened behind closed doors, just imagine the stuff that never made it to court. And that wasn't just talk. Capricorn said Diddy had a gun on him that day. Now imagine what else 50 knows that wasn't in the courtroom. All right, fast forward to today. Diddy just dodged the biggest bullet of his life, the RICO conspiracy charge. That was the one that could have taken him down for real, but somehow he slips past it. Now, yeah, he was found guilty on 2 other counts, but even then, he still might walk. He's denied bail for now, but behind the scenes, insiders say Diddy's acting is unshaken. He's moving like a man who already knows the outcome. Like he's got the right lawyers, the right connections, and the right people in his corner. And that's probably why he feels bold enough to send threats. He's like, yeah, I'm in jail now, but I ain't staying here. And if he does walk, 50 better watch out. This is a guy who's been around real power, not just fame. Power. He's always had money, always had access, and that access is probably what's keeping him calm right now. He doesn't act like a man in trouble. He acts like a man plotting his next move. And that's why this feels different. It's not just Diddy protecting his image anymore. It's Diddy defending everything he's built with force if he has to. And it's not just about 50s jokes anymore. It's what's in that doc that could burn it all down. Oh, I said, how you been, man? I've been seeing so long. How much did we drink? You trying to say something, Azure? I'm trying to say something. Oh, what do you want to say? I don't know if I should. This will be exposed. When I walk in,